What? Wait, I don't think they're ready for this.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, nice.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them
Here
twice.
comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bluebet Stadium in Penrith for just the second time in the history of the Isuzu Ute A-League Men's. It's Macarthur FC at their home away from home, hosting the Central Coast Mariners in the penultimate clash of Match Day 3. Alongside for the call of this one is Daniel McBreen, former Mariners legend, I should say, as well. And Macca, there's one man we're going to find out. Harry Steele, he's got a big fan club. He's going to be starting for the Mariners for the first time in the A-League Men's.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting time for him, and an exciting time for his obviously mates there in the crowd that have turned up to support him. And I'm sure Nick Montgomery has seen enough from young Steele. He's given him his opportunity, and he has to now take that in that midfield alongside Oliver Bozanic, who we know is a great leader for this club.
Of course, he will lead out the Central Coast Mariners, who are looking to win again this week after that come-from-behind victory over Wollongong Wolves in the FFA Cup. Lockie Rose will be looking to continue his superb scoring form. Consecutive matches he scored in the A-League Men's, and he leads the line for Macarthur FC, of which there are no changes from their win against Sydney FC last week. It's a side that also includes Charles Mombwa, who scored against the Mariners in the elimination final last season. And the other man that scored that day, Michael Roos, could play his first match of the season from the bench. Lockie Rose's star continues to rise this season after he was picked up from NPL2 before Macarthur's inaugural season. He's now the Bulls' leading goal scorer this campaign. And he has the equal most club appearances alongside Adam Federici as of this afternoon. There's 5 changes from the Mariners, who came from behind to beat Wollongong on a Wednesday in the Cup. Mark Birighitti is suspended after a red card in that clash, meaning Yaron Souza starts between the sticks. Ruwan Tongyik returns to partner Kai Rolls, with Dan Hall dropping to the bench, and Storm Roo comes back in on the right side of defence in place of Lewis Miller. Cy Goddard and Marco Urenya return to the starting 11, with Matt Hatch out and Damien Sekenis dropped to the bench. So for just the second time in Isuzu Ute A-League Men history, we are underway in Penrith as this rivalry between the Bulls and the Mariners continues. And it's a pleasure to welcome Daniel McBreen to the call for this one, Macca. It shapes as an intriguing bout.
It sure does, Ben. Both teams in tight affairs in their previous matches so far this season. Very cagey, very good defensively. So it'll be looking to players of that man's calibre, Danny De Silva, to try and unlock defences. Both have players of those capabilities in their lineups. Their turn to shine today.
As I mentioned, the 5th meeting already between these two. The Mariners won the first 3 and then couldn't make it 4 in the finals. Went down 2-0. Mombwa and Roos scoring in that dramatic elimination final at Central Coast Stadium, which is where the Mariners will be next week against Sydney FC. Excited to return home after 3 weeks on the road. Macarthur at their home away from home, which has been frustrating for Ante Milicic, he said during the week. But they've just got to deal with it. And they've been dealing with it pretty well so far this season, unbeaten in their opening couple of matches. He's got Sydney FC during the week as well, Ante Milicic, in the FFA Cup, looking to do the double in a couple of weeks, which would be huge for the Bulls. Rose. He was asking for the corner. He's going to get it here.
It's a good darting run in between defenders again from Rose. Really adjusted role to that central striking role. More accustomed to seeing in that wide area.
Bent in, Souza with the punch away, and then Najjar out of lash. Of course, Yaron Souza in goals with Mark Birighitti red carded against Wollongong during the week. Cy Goddard picking up possession, linking with Maresh. And Farrell, this is good stuff. And the last pass just letting down the Mariners' left fullback, but that was bright stuff.
We've seen both left-sided defenders for both teams now getting forward. You see here as Goddard takes that ball down. Jacob Farrell makes a great run behind, and I like the way he looked up to find his pass. Omba with a good covering tackle.
Good shape from Goddard. Bazanek. We've seen him score from that kind of range before across his A-League men's career. And he wasn't far away.
Well, as that ball came out to Bazanek, he knew he had only one thing on his mind.
Jovanovic finding Curto. Tommy Uskok, one of 5 former Mariners in the Macarthur starting side today. 6 appearances back in the 15-16 campaign. That was actually the season he made his A-League men's debut before a break. Played a bit of NPL football and then back in the A-League with Western United. Noon trying to have a go. Farrell got himself in the way. He's just looking for a moment a little more promising for the Bulls. And this doesn't look good for the Mariners. Now, he didn't take the goal kick before Yaron Souza, and it looks as though there's a reason why. He did lay that off to Tongyik, and how frustrated does he look on A-League men's debut, the former championship winner with the Melbourne City National Youth League team. He gets his opportunity, and it may be cut short.
Hopefully it's not something too bad, Ben, but we spoke about goalkeepers waiting for their opportunity. This would be heartbreaking for him. It's only last 22nd minute.
They've got backup goalkeeper. This is the 3rd choice keeper, Lawrence Caruso, on the bench. He was at Melbourne City before he came to the Mariners and then had a trial with the club and impressed the Mariners and then earned a spot. But he would not have been expecting to play in the A-League men's. So it will be an Isuzu Ute A-League men's debut for Lawrence Caruso. In very strange circumstances. Mark Birighitti sent off during the week against Wollongong Wolves. Souza came on for him, then starts in the A-League men's and is injured 22.5 minutes in, and he looks absolutely devastated. Uskok away, and Tommy Orr sped away from Rue, linked with Davila. What can the Johnny Warren medalist do on this occasion? He gets pulled down by Rue. More problems for the Mariners because that is 2 of their back 4 now into the book. And Macarthur are playing on quickly. Noon appeals for handball, but Farrell had the arm right in front of his body, so no risk there for the Central Coast.
Clear yellow card there for Rue. Stopping the play.
So Rue and Tongyik with bookings now for the Mariners. Those two on the right side of that back four, so that is going to excite the likes of Davila and De Silva.
You can see the Macarthur players already crowding around the young goalkeeper.
And bending it almost all the way in, Craig Noon. And why not have a try against the young Mariners goalkeeper? He doesn't take up a massive part of the goal. And that is what Noon was trying to exploit there. Nisbet has Mombwa backtracking. Nisbet, Maresh, Urenya, and Curto pushes it around the corner. And I tell you what, Mombwa may be very, very lucky because he had a real grab at Josh Nisbet as he made that run into the box.
You just mentioned Curto, maybe something, but he showed here, Una doesn't quite get hold of it. It's just enough.
Another great moment in this first half. It is so open. Now it's Danny De Silva rushing down the other end. Davila. Noon across Davila! Has he blocked his teammate's shot, Lockie Rose? He's going to stay as the leading scorer if he keeps doing that. Unintentionally stopping Ulysses Davila scoring.
Well, it's the first time really we've seen Davila get involved in a dangerous area, and as the ball came back to him, you're just waiting for that net to ripple. Lockie Rose just couldn't get out the way. He says, well, if I'm not scoring, neither are you.
Maybe just wanted to help out the 17-year-old in goals for the Mariners. First match today is De Silva beats Tongyik. There's real problems now for the Mariners. He plays it across this time. Davila, deflection, and it's in for Macarthur. In the shadows of half-time, the Bulls take the lead.
Well, it all started on this near side. Wonderful play from Danny De Silva to lose his man. And as he drove into the box, we see on the Harvey Norman replay, well, they didn't learn, the Mariners. Davila had an opportunity a minute earlier. And this time, he drifts into a similar position, takes his touch, gets lucky with the rebound, and there's nothing that young Caruso can do about that one as Bozanic deflects it into his own net. It's pure joy for Macarthur.
Well, there's no way they could give that to the Mexican Davila. His strike was going well wide. Goddard looks up. Distributes to Rolls. Uzcock, a bit of aerial ping pong. Bozanic went up. Urenya strikes wide. Just confirmation coming through that it was Bozanic who scored the own goal. And that has Macarthur in the lead as Ben Abraham calls a conclusion to the first half at Bluebet Stadium in Penrith. Unfortunately for the Mariners captain, it is his own goal which is the difference between the two sides. Half-time, Macarthur FC 1, Central Coast Mariners 0. Thanks, Spence. As we get underway in the second half, the Mariners looking to fight back after conceding that late goal in the first half. And they're pushing forward already with Cy Goddard and Daniel McBreen. How do they best go about that?
I think Nick Montgomery hit the nail right on the head there. He said they've created chances. They definitely created the better chances in the first half. They haven't conceded a shot on goal in first half. So I think he's right. They just need to keep going, keep working the way they have, and that should bring them some more opportunities. And it's just being clinical in that final, the final phase of play.
Now, a halftime change, Dan Hall is on for Ruon Tongyik. So that Maybe another injury concern for the Central Coast Mariners. We'll try to get to the bottom of that. Dan Hall made his A-League men's debut last year. Started against Sydney FC. And has worked his way into first-team action since then. 9th Isuzu UTE A-League men's appearance.
Another academy product. A very capable defender as well.
And he's got some family ties to Fiji as well, so he said he may consider playing for the national team. There's Nisbet. Urenya off the shoulder of Curto, and now Bazanek hooking it across. Maresh in a tight area. Just coming out a little sleepy in this second half, the Bulls. They need the red rags. Nisbet. And Maresh, Bazanek, and Rue. Too tight an area for the Mariners.
Well, the Mariners created the better chances in the first half and have done so at the start of the second.
Well, Dan Hall diving in, and Davila is away. And the Mariners pick off the ball, so we see that chance. Don't know how well Curto picked it up.
It was a wonderful play again from Josh Nisbet.
Now, Bence Hammerley is pitch side for us. Bence, have you got any information on Ruon's condition?
Not as yet, just chasing that one, guys. But I do have bad news, unfortunately, on Yaron Souza, the Mariners goalkeeper. He said he thinks he's torn his hamstring completely. He felt the sniper straight away, and he's dedicated the last 8 years of his life to getting this debut, and it only just lasted 22 minutes. But he was also...
Urenya with a chance, flashes wide of goal, so another chance for the Central Coast in this second half. Back down to... Actually, just hang on a sec, Bence.
And it's down that left-hand side of Macarthur. Mariners getting in behind again, and it's Urenya just flashing his shot across the post.
Bullpen bouncing. A long raking pass to Goddard. Finds Miller eventually. Maresh steps on the ball, and Urenya couldn't get it there. It was just hanging, waiting to be slammed into the back of the net. And the Mariners just could not get it there.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, Philip Curto puts his body on the line as the ball comes across. Maresh stood on the ball. And you can see the scramble now, and that's brave. Very brave from Philip Curto. All he saw was boots coming at him from both teammates and opposition. Hope that's nothing too serious. But again, Nick Montgomery must be wondering how they haven't scored.
Plenty of hope for those fans in the stands. They know their side has done it before. Rolls. And then maybe got a little too tricky, and it's going to open up now because he's out of position. He's charging back at Davila, who finds Juric. Deflection is going to result in a corner, despite the best efforts of Lawrence Caruso.
It's probably the first time we've seen Kai Rolls put a foot wrong. It leads to a shot at their end. See him here getting back to cover, but Farrell does well, blocks the shot. Caruso tries to keep the ball in.
What a story that young man has for his mates at school. Yeah, just played in the Isuzu UTE A-League men's on the weekend. What did you guys get up to? So Cy Goddard heading off. And Harry McCarthy makes his A-League men's debut, the hero from the FFA Cup match during the week. And spilled fortuitously for Caruso over the byline and not into the back of the net.
Well, he's got away with that one. He's tried to come out and take the catch rather than punch. You see he comes straight through the body, straight through the hair. Oh, I think it actually looked like Meredith may have got a little touch before him. That's what Arte Milic will want. Test this guy out. Put some balls over the top of him. See what he's capable of. Will he come out?
Meredith stooping. And Macarthur Juric. Good take from Caruso. That could be a nervy moment. Former Socceroos striker standing over you.
I think Juric didn't realise how much time he had there. As the ball fell down to him, thought he was just going to let it drop down, and see here as it comes in, it's not cleared away, just put back into the centre, and as it's coming down he just seems to prod at it with his head.
Meredith. Uzcock gets a touch. What a save from the 17-year-old Lawrence Caruso. That's one for the highlights reel.
Well, we said he hasn't been tested, and all of a sudden he's in the thick of it.
Farrell comes in hard. It's yellow.
Miller looks in pain here. It was a very heavy challenge. As he turned, he opened up, and Farrell slides in with that left foot. Here's the opportunity in the save. It's a great touch around the corner and down to his right-hand side. He palms it away. It'll be a great confidence booster for the young man. Keeps his side in this match.
Lineups in the competition, Macarthur. And Miller cuts it back towards McCarthy. Curto makes the save. Farrell, Maresh. Curto smothers it again. And that may have saved all 3 points for MacArthur. What a chance for the Mariners to snatch a late point.
Well, I mentioned earlier that whenever he's been called upon, he's delivered. What a signing he's been. Came in late to the squad, week in, week out, making saves. It's fantastic stuff. And they've stumbled upon a little bit of gold late in their pre-season.
Well, he only just arrived. He only just got off the plane in the last month. And now his side are just seconds away from soaring to the top of the Isuzu UTE A-League men's. Noon. Macarthur bench just saying it's already been 9 minutes of stoppage time, which is actually not correct, as you can see. But it won't matter because the balls go to the top of the table in the Isuzu UTE A-League men's, and they can thank Philip Curto and their defence for another superb display. Another clean sheet for the Bulls, and the Mariners lose back-to-back matches for the first time in the A-League men's in more than a year. Full-time, Macarthur FC 1, Central Coast Mariners 0.